Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana. Yesterday, Citizen TV exposed and leaked Kenya Kwanza coalition agreement, the one they deposited with the registrar of political parties. And from where I sit, I know William Ruto and his brigade in Kenya Kwanza Alliance are not a very happy lot because of that document being in the public domain. I know William Ruto could have hoped that that document could actually be out of the public domain at least till after this year's presidential election. Because if you look at that document, it has some serious negative political implications on William Ruto's presidential bid. So in this video, I want us to have a look at those political implications and why I strongly believe William Ruto is not a very smart politician. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes, from the document, we were told that if Kenya Kwanza Alliance form the next government, they are going to create the position of a prime minister. And that position is designated to ANC. And in this case, we are assuming it's there for Musalia Mudavadi. But for ANC and Musalia Mudavadi to qualify for that position, they must deliver at least 70% of the Western votes to William Ruto. Something I consider a very big joke. Musalia Mudavadi, even if he was on the presidential ballot, in fact, he cannot even deliver to himself about 20% of the Western vote. Now that he's not on the ballot, will he manage even to deliver 20% to William Ruto? I highly doubt that. So from where I see it, that's also another way of William Ruto cleverly kicking out Musalia Mudavadi from his government, assuming he forms the government. And then also we were told that the Speaker of the National Assembly was actually earmarked for Ford Kenya. And in this case, I'm assuming that that position is for Moses Masika Wetangula. And again, under the condition that they deliver at least 70% of Western votes. That to me, again, is a way William Ruto is kicking Moses Masika Wetangula out of his government, assuming he forms the next government. Because Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi will actually not deliver that. So they'll actually be at the mercy, begging William Ruto just to have mercy on them to give them some positions in government. Because clearly they won't deliver even more than 20%. And that alone, in my considered opinion, just exposes the lies and the conmanship in the William Ruto's camp. William Ruto is taking advantage of Musalia's weak political attitude and also Moses Masika Wetangula's maybe political naivety. William Ruto is taking advantage of that to actually oppress these two leaders from Western. And from the ground, that can actually backfire against William Ruto. William Ruto is now telling the Mulembe people that in his government, most definitely, he will not accommodate Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Masika Wetangula because Western is predominantly a Raila stronghold. And there is no way William Ruto can beat Raila in Western. And then again, if you look at William Ruto again, William Ruto has been attacking Raila and Uhuru Kenyatta. And in fact, immediately after the handshake, William Ruto was on record attacking Raila and Uhuru that they were just after creating positions for themselves. And William Ruto has actually been saying that wamekaa kwa kona, wanapanga vyeo. And he has also been asking Kenyans, ni uchumi kwanza ama ni katiba? Those have been William Ruto's political narratives. And after that document actually was leaked to the public, I honestly believe that there is no sane Kenyan who can still actually believe what William Ruto is saying. William Ruto yesterday was just exposed as a liar. Somebody who is taking Kenyans for fools. And I'm saying that because of this. William Ruto's narrative has been that some people are creating positions. Ni katiba ama ni chumi. Those have been William Ruto's narratives. And now William Ruto comes out as the first presidential candidate to actually expose that if he forms the government, then he's going to share power, or rather to create a post of a prime minister. That, in my considered opinion, betrays and thwarts William Ruto's earlier sentiments and the narratives he has actually been using. And then again, if you look at William Ruto, he's also coming out as a politician who is not very smart. He is yet to mature politically. And that is so because if you look at William Ruto, he talks more than necessary. And from the 48 laws of power, we are told that to be a good leader, you should actually talk less than is necessary. William Ruto talks more than is necessary. And a good case in point, which we still remember some times back, during Aror and the Kimare Dam scandals. William Ruto, immediately that scandal came up, he was the first to actually comment. And he was telling Kenyans that only 7 billion could not be accounted for. It later turned out that over 21 billion Kenya shillings could not be accounted for in Aror and Kimare Dam scandal. And the main suspect, who a good majority of Kenyans were maybe thinking could have looted that money, that person was none other than William Samoei Ruto. That's the person who now wants to be the president of the Republic of Kenya. Yes. And from where I sit without taking sides, William Ruto is a typical example of a bad African leader. A person who should not be allowed anywhere, near any public office. William Ruto has demonstrated and proved that is not worth being a leader. And I'm saying that because even in the first term, William Ruto was serving more or less as a co-president. And William Ruto had the privilege of nominating about half of the cabinet into government. What did William Ruto do? He only nominated people from his Kalenjin ethnic community. That is the person who now is saying that he wants to bring Kenyans together to be the president of this great country. And if you look at William Ruto's support base, if you take away the Mount Kenya support from William Ruto is just but a shell. And this is why up to today, I still believe that William Ruto does not have a very bright political future. And that is so because I'm seeing a very high possibility where after this year's presidential election, William Ruto most definitely will be irrelevant on the mountain. And I'm saying that because upon that document leaking yesterday, already if you look at some Mount Kenya leaders, the likes of Jeremiah Kioni, they have now started complaining that William Ruto is the biggest enemy of the Mount Kenya people. Because BBI was actually giving Mount Kenya 27 constituencies. William Ruto actually thwarted that. And then upon thwarting that, he wants now to reintroduce another BBI through the back door, assuming they form the next government. So that again exposes William Ruto as anti-Mount Kenya people. He's just a person who wants to use Mount Kenya, or rather he wants to actually use Mount Kenya votes to actually ascend to power. But he does not have the interest of the mountain people at hand. That is also going to augur very negatively for William Ruto in this year's presidential election. And those are the things I'm seeing in the coming few months. Actually, this side of Azimio are just going to use such kind of things in their campaigns. In fact, if they are to outsmart William Ruto in the political game, they should use that coalition agreement aggressively against William Ruto on the mountain. That document exposes William Ruto as just but a hypocrite, preaching water but actually taking wine. That comes out very, very clearly, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, as I conclude, I honestly believe that in the event William Ruto does not make it to the presidency this year, which all indications are showing he might not actually make it, or rather he might not win. In fact, indications are very showing clearly William Ruto most definitely will not win this year's presidential election. If he fails to win it this year, which most definitely he will fail, I'm not seeing William Ruto actually resurrecting. His political future, in my honest opinion, shall have been buried and buried permanently. And this is so because William Ruto has exposed his true colors to Kenyans. He has exposed himself as just a hypocrite, somebody who cannot actually withstand the test of time. And in the opposition, or rather in the opposition, I don't think William Ruto will actually fit that bill of being an opposition leader. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when I was starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya.